right now, there is a lot of confusion, panic. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not been able to sleep well. That is because of the latest that is out there. And it is about the United Nations, it's about the international observers, EU and the United States. They said this election, something has to happen. It is either it is cancelled or the next action is to hand over to the right person. Welcome once again to this channel. If you're just coming across it, smash on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will alert you whenever videos are dropped. If you're a returning subscriber or you've been here with us all the way, I say thank you and God bless. Now, you all know what happened. The election, they said that INEC did not do the right thing. INEC promised that all votes will be electronically transmitted to the main server. And from there, they will be able to, real time, people will be able to log on to see what is happening in each ward. But what happened? In fact, right now, we do not know. Now, people talked about INEC's server being hacked. And INEC said, well, we had some itches, but the videos that are out there, of course, the video is attached to Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, even though he did not say on camera, yes, do it. But it was amongst people who were telling him that they can do and undo using technology. Now, that being said, INEC, what did you do on that day? This is the bone of contention. Billions of naira has been spent. So what happened? How come you declared a winner without collating as it should be done electronically? This is why the United Nations, the United States of America, the European Union has decided to step in. And what they said will shock you. Let us hear.
Noted that despite the much-needed reforms from the Electoral Act of 2022, the elections still fell well short of Nigerians' legitimate and reasonable expectations. Voters' trust in the process has been shaken by INEC's lack of transparency. There were numerous missed opportunities to explain the cause and extent of Election Day challenges. The combined effect of these problems disenfranchised Nigerian voters in many parts of the country, although the scope and scale are currently unknown.
And while elections are a vital part of the process, it's the work that will happen next that truly determines the future success of this democracy. Nigeria holds the distinction of having one of the world's youngest populations. It has the largest democracy on the continent and one of the most populous democracies in the world. And so the credibility of the electoral process has a wide-ranging impact, not simply for the continent of Africa, but it has global meaning.
End of the election process, so we're not in a position, we don't want to interfere in any way in the political process. Our methodology is very clear in this regard. We make our observations, we answer questions in these settings, and we stand over the findings that we have were able to put in the public domain in this fashion. But we won't interfere in the process. It's a matter entirely for the Nigerian authorities to determine the way forward. If there are challenges that we identify, it is down to the Nigerian authorities to make their decision about how they wish to proceed with those matters. I want to thank you for your cooperation, for other civil society organisations that, as I mentioned in my opening remarks, provided us with a very warm welcome and with clear information which helped us to form the assessment that we're sharing with you today. Noted that expectations as the way the technology would transform the transparency of the election, those expectations were not met in a significant number of cases. The operation of the BVAS machines was not, it was significantly impaired in certain areas. We noted the operation of IREV during the course of the evening wasn't what was expected. We noted that in some instances the offline uploading of results onto BVAS machines was not done systematically. So there were other issues that we noted, and but we don't do them on a polling unit per polling unit basis. We simply did it across all of the observations that we obtained across the entire country. And we are very conscious that the Electoral Act provides a very important legislative basis and framework that instilled a lot of trust in INEC in the run-up to the election.
Now, we know that elections have not always been free and fair. I mean, everyone is rushing and pulling their weight right, left, and center. But this election is unique to itself. Yes, this election is more unique to itself compared to the previous one that brought in the regime of Major General Muhammadu Buhari. As you heard from the International Observer, they said, we spotted this, we noted this. These are the things that we saw. Now, I'm not trying to tell you that elections all over the world are perfect, but the one in Nigeria is full of a lot of discrepancies. Yes, and we cannot begin to measure or balance our own action with the rest of the world. Let us make ourselves better. Yes, that's the truth. That's the reality of it. Now, we've seen countless voters' card buried in bushes and forests. And when we've tried to find out why, we realize that some people have been disenfranchised. What does that mean? Simply put, some people were not handed over. Their voters' card were not handed over to them. That's one. What does it mean? It means if you don't have, you cannot vote. That's one. Then two, we also heard another part that some individuals somewhere decided to create some voters' card so as to begin to, do their fraudulent activities during election. That's what we heard. And we've heard several things out there. Now, we now saw so much people, like how it used to be, who will register to vote, but they will eventually not come out to vote. We've seen that also played out. We saw the statistics. But the heart at which Nigerians came out to vote, well, we are not here to choose who won or who did not win. Oh, this is the person that won according to popular demand. This is that person that won. You know already the person that possibly won this election. But the numbers are out there anyway. They said this person is the person that won, that person is the person that did not win, and all of that. And you heard what the International Observer said. They said votes were not electronically put out there as it should be done. There were some cases of BVAs not functioning at a particular time, thereby stopping people from doing their civic duty. That's just what it is. So even the chairman of INEC, he is worried. He cannot sleep. He thought after the announcement, that's just the end of it, business as usual. But this generation, Nigerians are saying enough is enough. Is it that this election is cancelled or you hand it over to the person that we have chosen? We are not interested in PDP. We are not interested in APC. That is what is being said. And he himself is afraid. He's afraid for his life. He doesn't know what can happen at any time. How many security can be around you when people are ready to revolt? This, if care is not taken, could end into a revolution/civil war. This are the talk out there, not from me, not from this channel. What are your thoughts about this one? Let us know that in the comment section below. Do not forget to like and share this video. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Finally, drop in the comment section whose mandate was stolen. Who won this election?